As the demand for safe and quality agricultural produce increases both domestically and internationally, biopesticides are considered a key component towards sustainable agriculture. For decades, Kenyan farmers have relied on conventional pesticides to protect their crops and maximize yields. This approach has had its significant downsides, with pests resisting the chemicals, environmental degradation, and health risks. This has in turn triggered farmers and policymakers to explore more sustainable alternatives like the use of biopesticides and other integrated pest management practices.
Previously, before we started integrated pest management, we were doing just conventional method of farming system, of which it was a short-term solution for our issues that were arising on the farm. But through integrated, it will be a long-term solution, both to our farms and environmentally.
There's a shift to make it more integrated. So biopesticides are becoming more and more popular with this, because you cannot do away with everything, but you can do away with reducing the chemicals and increasing the biological solution. So we find that biopesticides offer a solution that can be both safe for the environment and safe for human consumption.
While agrochemical producers align with rules and regulations in producing safe products, the shift towards integrated pest management, IPM, has gained momentum as it combines biological, cultural, and chemical tools to manage pests sustainably. The Kenyan government, through the Pest Control Products Board, PCPB, in collaboration with research institutions and companies, are working towards development and regulation of biopesticides.
Biopesticides have been with us since the year 2006, when we first came up with the regulations. And what we have noted is that the uptake of biopesticides has been quite slow in this country. And we thought that this could be a good opportunity for us to interact with the agrochemical industry to explain to them the data requirement for registration of various types of biopesticides.
So we're able to make more products in the biologicals industry. We need them registered or approved by the government, tell them about our technologies and innovations, and eventually get them to the market through the registrations and approvals.
With the goal of supporting agrochemical industry players to embrace holistic approaches in addressing pest and disease challenges, Pest Control Products Board, in collaboration with the Integrated Biopesticides Manufacturers Association, IBMA Kenya, supported by the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, organized a sensitization workshop to capacity build stakeholders on biopesticide registration and the regulatory measures needed to manufacture biopesticides.
There's a need for much more innovative solutions and strategies. And that's something that's important to balance the control of the pest, the FCM in this case, but also preserving our own environment here in Kenya. We as the Netherlands are very proud and very pleased to support this workshop today. We hope that this workshop will offer such opportunities to collaborate and to find jointly as well those appropriate solutions to this and to other challenges that are facing our sector here in Kenya, and also the collaboration with the Netherlands.
The goal of having this workshop is to have a better understanding of what is required, what can be fast-tracked, what can be done away with, to make sure that we have safer products coming out faster, so then we can be able to find solutions for the farmers to be able to eradicate the problem that they have.
The workshop was set out to address the challenges that biopesticides producers face in the industry. These challenges are not limited to complex and costly registration, long approval procedures that make it difficult for them to strike a balance between conventional chemicals and biopesticides.
So previously we used to receive dossiers in hard copies, and when COVID-19 came in, we now borrowed a bit of what we learned in the Netherlands and introduced electronic dossier submission. We sold the idea to the East African community and we were supported. And now we have the online pesticide registration scheme where companies can now submit dossiers to Kenya, and then our officers can evaluate the dossiers and give their comments.
With this workshop, we are trying to make the regulators aware and to make it practical for the guidelines and resubmissions. What is needed actually is to be aware of how the products are working and the benefits of the products.
Training initiatives are crucial in bridging these gaps. PCPB launched training programs for spray service providers who are critical in helping farmers to control pests on their farms. These were done in Tharaka, Nithi and Nzoia counties. In Nzoia County, 20 spray service providers from different regions convened at Kiminini for an extensive training session on proper spraying, handling pesticides products, and how to protect themselves, the crops, and the environment while spraying.
Over time, we have noted that farmers usually don't use the correct method of spraying. So we want to disengage the farmers from that, the services, and focus more on spray service providers, a specialized youth team of youth that are trained on safe use of pesticides. They know how to mix, and they also be able to know how to read the pesticides so that at the end of the day, the produce that are coming out of the farms are safe.
I have learned how to recognize the genuine labels of the pesticide, depending on how they are labeled, the recognized pesticide or the biochemical side that we will be using. We have also learned on the importance of protective gears that we have to implement on our position.
Many farmers purchase agrochemicals without either understanding or reading instructions on the labels provided on the product packaging. This then leads to incorrect application by the farmers, which is a risk for the farmers, consumers of the produce, and the environment. With the rise of interest in integrated pest management practices, what then are some of the quick wins for manufacturers and regulators?
More people are aware that biologicals exist, and there's more studies and there's more players in the market. Even the regulators, they are somehow promoting the use of pheromone traps, the use of biologicals.
PCPB has reached out to the agrochemical industry. We have put waivers for data requirements so that they don't have to submit a lot of data compared with the conventional chemicals. And we believe that with the waivers, we'll have more tools available to our farmers, and we will have pests managed with the various tools, and eventually more export, more income for our people.
The journey towards a widespread adoption of biopesticides in Kenya is ongoing, and the momentum is undeniable. This collective effort by stakeholders promises a future where Kenyan agriculture is not only productive, but also sustainable and globally competitive. With a growing demand for safe food, the future is biological.